The hot show featuring Zheng Yecheng, the play is smooth and streaming, yet the kiss scene with Yuan Bingyan was erased in light of the fact that it was excessively provocative. The excellent sibling was to be sure the greatest misconception of Zheng Yecheng. He once believed that he depended on his appearance professionally, yet he didn't expect that he depended on his solidarity. Since he had helped out the maker of Hai, when he got the content of Hai, he was drawn in by the enormous number of battling scenes in it, and he likewise had his very own few thoughts. He frantically desires to have the valuable chance to show his princess, and Zheng Yan is the most reasonable applicant. The existence of licking blood on the tip of a blade is ill-fated to be indivisible from the ridiculous tempests on the waterways and lakes. Zheng Yecheng is powerful and upstanding in the flying fish suit, however he isn't so agreeable while shooting scenes. The fix of the flying fish suit is exceptionally thick. Extremely finished, yet it turns into a weight while shooting battle scenes. He needs to beat the snags brought by garments, since he obviously realizes that once the crowd realizes that he has combative techniques foundation, they will have assumptions for his battle scenes. Put him under a ton of strain. Luckily, all the difficult work has not been to no end. Presently he is brought into the world as a hand-to-hand fighting understudy and has turned into an assurance for ensemble dramatizations. He plays neatly and easily, and has won acclaims commonly. Reality. Also, when a few entertainers chuckled at the entertainer who was too fat to even consider holding, he had the option to embrace the champion and bounce on the rooftop. It just so happens, it is valid in the clever that one hand holds the abdomen, and unfortunate body shape is the enchanted weapon to improve the feeling of CP. Zheng Yan the princess embrace is truly strong, and it has never disheartened individuals. It additionally extravagant opens individuals who watch each shot, and the developments are fresh and slick, delicate and strong. Such a legend feels brimming with security, no big surprise Liu Ling pursues Zheng Yan hard and doesn't give up. On the set, the champion was somewhat terrified due to Zheng Yecheng's one-gave turning princess. Zheng Yecheng in a flash let her see her solidarity. No big surprise she was criticized by netizens. Being Zheng Yecheng's champion doesn't have to walk. Since you have seen a wide range of embraces around here at Zheng Yecheng, the heaviness of entertainers at last doesn't need to be whined about. Contrasted to those male entertainers who grumble that entertainers are areas of strength for two they can't hold them, I have any idea how frequently worse. All things considered, Zheng Yecheng can perceive the princess there is no restriction to embracing, for however long it is a princess, it should be embraced. Is this the self-development of an entertainer? Now is the ideal time to move up the princess embrace. Zheng Yecheng never envisioned Eddie, who was brought into the world in combative techniques, would one day become famous in view of a kiss scene. It was so invigorating. While shooting a kiss scene, Zheng Yecheng joined the own plan. There were bloodstains on Zheng Yan's face that hadn't been cleared off. This was his functioning status as Jin Linwei. He inquired as to whether he was apprehensive, and one sentence showed Zheng Yan's perspective on adoration. They were trying each other to decide their hearts. This little detail with one or more, the sensation of being more grounded than Jinjian in a moment emerged. It's simply that when it was circulated, this part was cut in light of the fact that the scale was excessively huge, which is all in all a pity for the crowd. Hai is a show about ladies pursuing men, so while shooting, the chief trusted that Yuan Bingyan toward the start. Yuan Bingyan was somewhat humiliated, yet to introduce the best impact, she went hard and fast, hot attempt individuals. There are additionally different kissing scenes in the play. The level contrast between Zheng Yecheng and Yuan Bingyan is there, which unavoidably makes individuals stress over the princess neck. Is the princess midriff alright? Is the princess shoulder alright? Luckily, Yuan Bingyan was brought into the world in dance, and she can deal with a wide range of troublesome moves. It would be a torture to transform somebody. It isn't without reason that Zheng Yecheng show is out of the circle. What is your take of it? 02. Heat to Steam breaks 7,500. Liu Zui's new show is hot and energizing, and it is a major aggregate show, with Yuan Bingyan showing up in shock. The antiquated ensemble and ridiculous hand-to-hand fighting work Youth Melody Zing featuring Li Honggai and Liu Zui has formally met with the crowd. Following a couple of long periods of broadcasting, the ubiquity worth of the web surpassed 7,500, positioning first in the whole organization. Hand-to-hand fighting themed ensemble dramatizations have forever been Baiyuguang in the hearts of numerous crowds. However, because of different reasons as of late, they have not brought great combative techniques works to the crowd, and Youth Melody Zing has gotten a decent reaction whenever it was sent off. This work basically tells about Lei Wuji, a youthful knight who has recently entered the streams and lakes. His character is essentially as boisterous as his name, and he has the disposition of a young fellow in the waterways and lakes. Once, when he needed to be a legend and understand his fantasy about strolling the world with a blade, he was considered responsible on the ground that he unintentionally harmed the resources of the landlord. An excursion of waterways and lakes that they believed was brimming with sentiment transformed into an excursion of constrained obligation reimbursement. Such a change likewise caused Zheng and others to feel powerless. During the time spent reimbursing the cash, they likewise met Tang Lian, the large devotee from Zhuhai City, and Wu Xinren. During the most common way of going with these youngsters, they were unintentionally engaged with an existence where the insider facts of the imperial family were covered up. The rhythm of this work is also very fast. At the beginning, the audience was told about the overall background. At the beginning, a huge exquisite golden coffin was chosen as the title to bring the audience into the overall plot. This design is also very meaningful. What to watch? After all, this just corresponds to the various suspenseful events caused by the appearance of the golden coffin told to the audience at the beginning of the story. The protagonists are also very attentive when they go on stage. Everyone's appearance is accompanied by exclusive elements that only belong to their own characters. Just from the appearance and exclusive elements, you can feel the characteristics of the characters with distinctive personalities, making the characters angular and distinctive. Live flesh and blood, meet the audience with extra heart. Whether a work can be successful or not requires consideration of many factors. The most important thing is whether the actors and crew really put their heart into it when creating it as a whole, and Young Songzing can feel the crew's intentions only from the opening song. The lyrics Xian Bingyan does his best, it's you and me walking side by side for another journey, which fits very well with the characters in the story. Even in the play, when the lead weapon appears on stage, it is equipped with exclusive background music. From this, it can be seen that the crew has a good control over the details, and the music that matches the characters also makes the audience fascinated by the drama while chasing the show. Instantly pulled into the arena full of martial arts pride, the DNA of many people's martial arts jumped accordingly. In addition to the plot and music, the actors' play was also well received. From their actions, you can feel the screenwriter's intentions. Every action can be described as opening and closing, and it is imaginative. For example, the white-haired boy drew his sword at will, causing the effect of splitting the surrounding gravel, which also confirmed the boy's high martial arts from the side. The appearance of Xian can be described as elegant and ethereal. When she appeared on the stage, she was accompanied by the effect of swaying petals, and the image and layers of red belts pouring out of her body not only made the audience feel full screen. The beauty of her dance moves can be mixed with a sense of power, making her look more elegant and agile, just like a fairy with peerless martial arts. After the work was launched, Liu Zui's Wu Xin aroused heated discussions among the audience. When Liu Zui's name is mentioned, people's attention seems to be focused on the scandal between him and Zheng Yecheng, or the cake door incident with Yang Zi before. In terms of film and television, he can only remember his classic lines "everything for the sake of the three realms." This is not a good phenomenon for an actor. In fact, as an actor, Liu Zui himself has a strong shaping ability. He has made his debut for many years. Although he has not been very popular, he has left a very classic role for the audience. For example, he is known as the most responsible emperor of the three realms. When other gods sacrificed all beings in the three realms for small love, his character setting that he regards the responsibility of the three realms more important than life has already been deeply rooted in the hearts of the people. From the past roles, it can be seen that Liu Zui has his own unique insights and acting skills, but compared with other actors of the same stage, Liu Zui is indeed a bit out of time. In terms of appearance, he has no problems, and is even known as the most handsome emperor of heaven in the three realms. His personality is also quite pleasing. In private, he is like a lively big boy. Although he has filmed a lot of scenes, none of them are his masterpieces. Maybe he can become a bonus item in a work, but he is definitely not the pillar of it. Finally, he ushered in his own hero resource Falling Flowers. It's a pity that because of the problem of the actress in it, the smooth release of this work is nowhere in sight. On the road of actors, Liu Zui has always been almost lucky. As soon as Youth Songzing was launched, Liu Zui received a kind of praise. In addition to the exquisite and handsome appearance that left a deep impression on the audience, the neat and clean fighting scenes also changed the audience's attitude towards him. The audience thought that Xian Rao could only play the role of a president with facial paralysis, but they didn't expect that his fighting scenes gave people a bright feeling. I believe this work will definitely bring a big boost to Liu Zui's career. And Youth Songzing brought the biggest surprise to the audience. It must be the joining of Yuan Bingyan, an old drama player. As the actor of national Zhigang, although Yuan Bingyan has not had many works in recent years, his role is very national. The portrayal is very classic. The master Wang Gao he played in it created a kind and strong image of an eminent monk for the audience, making many audiences dream back to the living Buddha jigging back then. It is also a costume drama, when the audience pays more attention to martial arts works than fantasy films. The main reason is that in the world of martial arts, every person who is as small as Dusk may become a great hero who saves the world, and his background is not noble, and it may be just an accident to be able to obtain peerless martial arts. But it is precisely this kind of character setting that coincides with the origins of many audiences. I believe that most of them had the dream of walking the world with a sword when they were children, and wanted to become a hero who sacrificed himself for others, but wishes that cannot be realized in real life can only be placed in martial arts novels and martial arts works. This is also the reason why youth songzing has such a huge audience base. The most important factor is the reason for the theme. So far, the audience has given good evaluations to this work. I believe that in the follow-up plot development, youth songzing will definitely not disappoint the audience, and will bring you more interesting plots.